month plus. So
that sounds like touch life level.
No, not tech phone or like high correct phone. So I'm still figuring out how to use the
I thought
thing.
it's from the 80s.
Yes. So
All right, we're about to call me.
you know, I did come.
What you say? I thought it's from the 30s. Uh, all right, we are live. And ladies and gentlemen, there is no lies, no doubt about that at all. This is the greatest show on radio that talks about movies, series, documentaries, animation, those things that pump energy into you and takes you away from a world that is plagued with bills and adult responsibilities. You're welcome to Film Focus here on Smooth 98.1, where we love music, we love life, we love movies, and it's now 8 minutes past 11 o'clock. My name is Oluwaseun, bustling with the energy, definitely ready to kick off the show. And I have my right hand man here who never, well, on some days he goes around. I was about to say who never fails to make an appearance, but we'll cut him some slack. I'm talking about the Beanies finest, yes, son man, the entertainment as well as movie industry stakeholder, a lover of football, basketball, and everything sport. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only man who keeps it 100, Irabor Okosun.
Good morning, Sean. How's everything?
No, now you cannot just drop the energy like that. No, that's not allowed.
I'm sorry, I'm very cold where I am, so let me try again. Good morning, Sean. How is everything?
What's the temperature where you are?
Let me check. 6 degrees.
Okay. Your brain cells are excused. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
You can be cold. Fine. No, you are
Yeah,
allowed.
6 degrees.
Dang. That's like being inside a freezer for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I'll switch when I come back to Nigeria. Each time this happens, it's always a thing where you go from one to another, I mean, that's why exercise and taking care of yourself is very important so that you can shield all these things. But I mean, we're on the Film Focus show this November. What day is this? 10th, Abby?
What is wrong with you, Rambo? How jet lagged are you?
I'm extremely, when we spoke yesterday now, I didn't even know that it was Friday today because everything was just scattered. So, but I was able to sleep and even catch up on some new shows that I wanted to see, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Okay. We cannot wait to dig into what you're liking and what you have seen so far. So we will be getting into that, what Irabor has been watching and what he will tell you to watch and not watch right after this on Film Focus on Smooth 98.1.
Music, love life.
Bele.
Pressure now. When you come to my face.
I mean, I'm not a fan of cold. I'm not a fan of cold at all. But I'll take cold over heat, shall.
So now the dynamic is hold on, sorry.
We are now safe with your favorite lyrics on Spotify.
So what I'm saying is it's cold, but the money to be doing heating on a regular basis is crazy. You get the Nigeria now is hot. You don't even have the lights to even cool yourself.
Everything gets it on. Everything that has advantage has
everything gets K-leg. You understand? And in Canada zone is another one. Like that one is their system is I don't even know. Their rent a month. When I found out, I was like, what's all this? So God dear. Pick your battle.
Indeed. Pick your battle.
Pick your battle.
Pick your battle. Pick your battle, your hell, your uncomfortable, your price, your consequence. Just pick it. I'm trying to do something and I can't seem to remember what it is. My God. Ah, I don't remember what I was going to do. That is just so terrible. Nothing feels important.
So I don't want to be there. I don't.
Oh, coming back in 10 seconds. Oh, okay, I remember. Thank you.
Alright, simply call me Oris, and you're tuned to Smooth 98.1 for everything smooth. Stay smooth.
Yes, I bet Horace is staying smooth where he is right now. Amsterdam, I believe, is out to have for the IDFA 2023. It's all about movie critic and everything, movies really, and analysis. So maybe in 2 weeks' time or 3 weeks' time, he'll be back on the show. But for now, we got a man who is always here for us. That is Irabor Okosun, and joining me virtually because it's somewhere in the part of the world that it's so cold. It's 6 degrees, but he's managing to keep his brain cells warm by talking about what he has watched for a number of weeks now. So, Irabor, what have you been up to aside
Oh
keeping
yeah.
that is?
Well, there's this TV show called SkyMed. So if you're looking for something very loose, easy to just watch, nothing too serious, you can watch SkyMed. It came out in 2022. It has about 2 seasons so far. I'm sure somebody may remember this guy, Aaron Ashmore. He was in one of these all this Twilight-like type TV series back in the day. When I checked it out, IMDb gives it 6.4 over 10, and Rotten Tomatoes is 72%. So it's just, mid-level, okay, average. It's by CBC. It's a medical drama. It's about the triumphs and heartbreaks and tribulations of budding nurses and pilots flying air ambulances in remote northern Canada. So when I went to Canada a few weeks back, I be last week, my time is so messed up. Anyway,
Sorry.
that's what made me get the TV series, because I was just looking for something to watch there, because that place is cold, my God. So I said, okay, let me watch SkyMed. And I won't say I'm addicted. I'm just in
Using it
between.
to pass time?
Yeah, just using it to pass time per se, like that. So, it's not a bad TV show if you're looking for something to just grab and watch immediately. Yeah, so that's one of it. Then one of my very favorite, I would say, guilty pleasures, Selling Sunset. The 7th season is out on Netflix. So it's a real estate reality TV series. It is
Why are you
hilarious.
cracking up?
The drama, the backbiting, all the every is in this one. So you expect all that and more for sure, definitely. And I finally caught up with Chris Rock's Tambourine. I hadn't seen that special. Yeah, I've been seeing bits online, bits here, bits there. It wasn't really, um, you know, making me motivated to go and watch it, because it's not as if the content wasn't good. It was just I needed to sit and watch it from start to finish. That's what I like to do with comedy specials, to judge if, maybe the thing is good at the end of the day. Then another special I tried to watch was Country Wayne, A Woman's Prayer. So I was on a special role, basically. I tried to watch Magenta Cold, the one with RMD, but I don't know. I just can't get around to watching it. I really don't
What do
know
you
why.
mean?
I don't know. It just seems, maybe it's the poster or something that just made me not be interested. Because me these days, I don't think anybody who is putting out content should not focus on those very important things. It's just very, very tricky at the end of the day. Another one again is The Origin. That's Madakoi Koi. I like the fact that they're spacing it out. Yeah. So episode 1, episode 2, and expect another episode, because these days now everybody would watch something and it's over. So the way they're doing it is spacing it out for you to now understand that content is king, and they now know that one person can watch one episode, they look forward to it, they space it out the way King of Boys did. So let's see how, it culminates at the end of the day for sure. And I think that's about it. But during the course of the show, I would definitely try and, remember.
But so far, I'm quite interested in what your full take on Madame Koi Koi is, because it's part of the movies we were meant to review last week. So what would you give it?
It's a solid film. That I will be very honest in that regard. It's a very solid film. I'm liking the fact that Bolaji Ogunmola is getting, it's not as if she hasn't gotten recognition or she isn't mainstream, but I mean the fact that she's now like consistently in our faces for the right reasons beyond, Rock Studios productions and all that. Like she's in cinema, she's on YouTube, she's on Netflix, So the chapter one, The Awakening, the new student Amanda, when she got to the boarding house and everything, started happening with the nightmares, linking it to supernatural entities and all that whole bloody agenda. I'm like
Literally.
yeah, and us exploring the horror, genre, that ominous type of content where you're tapping into relatable scenarios. Madam Koi Koi, those who went to boarding houses, who were in boarding school back in the day. So I think they are doing their best. It's a new dawn where such content would be done. Now we just have to give them the leeway to kind of master how to deliver, these types of things. And what's the name of that TV series that Ebony Life did? The one about high school, Far From Home, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you see how no, not Ebony Life, sorry. Who did that Far From Home? This guy's Inkblot also, I can't remember. Anyway, so my point is they did that beautifully, and they're able to, because that's high school genre, that's another genre in America, it's on its own. They have a huge following, a cult following. Then you have the supernatural one, they have different types. So the fact that we are broadening our horizon and the origin Marakoiko is there, I mean, it's a good first step. I don't really think my issues with it are, too fundamental or foundational. They're just, issues of, oh, okay, this one would be tweaked based off of experience. This one would work well if, yeah. So things like that. Retiola Doyle, we're happy that she's stepping up now again because she relaxed a lot, over the years. Yeah, you can roll your eyes. I'm being honest. I mean, that's it. Because there was a time they were just like, oh, let's just be using names to be coasting along. And I like the fact that you have the likes of Tope Oloniyo, and these new actresses that are coming and making sure that, yes, you can't be sleeping. You're a legend. Keep being a legend. If not, go and retire and let us be. So yeah, I would give it a B+.
Okay. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, we like the numbers.
Scale of 1 to 10. I'll give it a solid 7.
Okay, that is fair enough, at least. So cheers to more lovely movies. Not lovely now. Lovely is overused. Let's say cheers to more movies that etch themselves in your memories in Nollywood, not just the ones you watch and you can't seem to remember any detail about it because it was just there. So cheers to more of that. And it looks like now Nigeria is exploring the what's it called now? Horror. Now we've had it back in the days, but they were not as well done. So it looks like Nollywood rather, is exploring more the horror genre, and maybe we're going to have more. I think it was last 2 weeks back that I asked you to mention some horror movies that were made by Nigerians or some Nigerian horror movies, and I think
I mean we have a handful of horror movies. It's not as if we don't have, even on YouTube stuff and some of all these Nigerian streaming services, you see horror films, but
well done horror movies, not the one that looks like you hurriedly put it on fire and you had to quickly put it down.
Yeah, so I know you're not looking for too many noodles type horror films, but my point is, when you see a project that has good intentions, you have to acknowledge it. That's where I'm coming from. Because whether we like it or not, there's some things that require funds. So if you see somebody do something to a point where you're like, if this person had money, they would have done extremely well. So I put my eye out for those types of things. See Yahoo Plus, for example. Like I always keep referencing that. If that film had the budget, to reimagine it in a certain way that would accommodate that budget, I'm sure it would have been well off from what it was. But anybody who has, a discerning eye for quality, even if it's shrouded in, I would say mediocrity and some other things that are not well off, for anybody who would expect certain things at a certain level. But you would spot it regardless. So I look forward to what people like Yahoo Plus would come up with, because if you compare the average budget, even if you have Netflix originals or Amazon originals or Showmax originals, the general average budget for an average filmmaker, it's not anything to write home about if you're now looking to make, a blockbuster solid film regardless of the genre.
All right, let's talk a little bit about numbers and what's going on in the cinemas. Remember how we somehow just constantly commend movies that are making it to the cinemas and are still raking in money because of the economic reality. So if we look at the numbers released by the Cinema Exhibitors Association of Nigeria, which is CEAN, it looks like we had Merry Men Part 3 ruled the box office for a while, and altogether it raked in 94.8 million naira since its debut on the 13th of October 2023. But if you look at the last weekend, Adire seems to be topping the chart with 8 million naira in the opening weekend. And then coming next is the movie by Biodun Stevens, Small Talk. So altogether, and then you also have the action movie that is Freelance. By the way, have you seen it?
The action movie Freelance.
Yeah.
Who is in Freelance again? Remind me, sorry.
Oh, that is John Cena.
John Cena? No, I haven't seen it, no.
Yeah, okay. So you have that also at the box office making the numbers. I believe, according to them, it raked in 13.2 million during the opening weekend and so far. So, well, talking about the numbers, you have Adire being, impressive enough. I'm sure you couldn't have seen Adire because you're not in Nigeria. Well, so far from what you've
Keep
seen
putting
about
me
it.
on the spot, oh. Keep putting me on the spot, oh.
I
With the
mean, I
movies showing
can't
in
help my.
Nigeria.
You said?
Well done. I said, keep putting me on the spot with movies showing in cinema, like I'm magically going to watch them from here now.
That is what I am saying. And that's why I had to say, I'm sure you couldn't have seen it because you're not in Nigeria. And I say this because I know you, Irabor, if you were in Nigeria, you would have been to the cinemas and watched everything and come back with your take. But don't worry, we're looking forward to having you back. Hopefully, if you come back, and then the movies will be waiting for you, maybe in the cinemas, or it will be coming to a streaming platform. But according to the reviews and the comments, Adire has been doing so well so far. And the people watching it have not been so disappointed. And if you're looking about thinking about the ones in the movie, if you have not seen the snippet, the trailers, or the comments on it on the internet, you have the likes of Femi Branch, you have Kelechi Udegbe, you have Funlola Aofiye B. Raimi. I saw part of what she did there, and it was quite interesting. I will not give you spoilers. You have Ibrahim Chata, you have Yemi Black, Ibon Jegede, Lizzie J, who goes ahead to call Spirit Secrets, and many more. So that's about it for Adire. Now, after this, I'll be telling you how the box office queens, or we will be talking about the box office queens. They're ready to slug it out again in December. Irab, I'm guessing you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yes. We have Funke Akindele, and we also have Tony Abraham.
Yes, so both of them, as is, I wouldn't say as is their fashion, but you know that during Christmas, there are some people who just come to the box office, to the cinemas with movies that are struggling for attention and your pocket. So we'll see how that happens. But we'll tell you some of the movies that will be fighting for your money come this December. You're listening to Film Focus on Smooth 98.1. Like that rivalry has come to stay.
Oh, yes. I mean, AY is along, Mo Abudu used to be there as well. It was Mo Abudu alone.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Is it a problem with me? Because I can't hear him.
Gives you 5 gigabytes and
it's connection issue.
or visit
Irabor, can you hear me?
airtel.com.ng.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I was screaming Irabor for so long and I didn't hear you. So I thought you was on. Okay, we are back.
You're listening to Smooth 98.1 of music worldwide.
I'm trying so hard to make what I'm about to say not sound strange and weird, but I hope Irabor takes it that way. So when I think about Uzo Arikwe, the last time he was on the show, I imagine because of Irabor's long list of crushes that if Uzo Arikwe was a female, Irabor would be crushing on him. Is that right? Irabor, speak now. You're muted.
Sorry, Sean, you know this technology thing is very, very difficult for me these days. Somebody gifted me a phone for my birthday and I'm still trying to get the hang of it. So I'm very, very sorry.
Your birthday was many months back.
Yes, I'm still trying to figure it out. We all have our flaws. My flaw is technologically illiterate. So
You're not
that's it.
50. You're not even 40.
Yeah, I mean, I always tell people if you want to gift me something, just send me the money or buy me a
Oh
house
my God.
or a car or something. So if not,
You should
just
move
wish
to
me
the
well.
countryside.
Yeah, that is my plan. Make all the money, nobody hear from me except me be on film focus.
Oh,
hmm
interesting. You've seen too many movies.
We got bars, we got bars, we got bars. So what were you saying? I couldn't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear
Excellent.
you now, loud and clear.
So when we came back, it was the station ID of Uzo that played. And I said that I remember the last time Uzo Arukwe was on the show and the way you were talking about him gleefully and his movies and his talent. And I said, considering your long list of crushes, that if Uzo Arukwe was a woman, you would definitely be crushing on him.
Oh, okay. I get your point now. No, me, I don't crush on men, no. Strictly women.
I said,
only
if
crush-
he was a woman.
I'm just putting it out there so that it's not mistaken by anybody. And maybe somebody is, me, I'm technologically illiterate. Maybe somebody is just, playing illiterate and they don't understand. Like, okay,
Oh my word.
So strictly women. So I mean, one of my crushes, one of the movies that I saw recently, Before We Go, that's a very interesting film. This lady is just, she's just beautiful. She's 41. She's Alice Eve. The name of the movie is Before We Go. It's starring Chris Evans, lucky guy, acting
Oh.
alongside Alice Eve. It's a 2014 film, I think, if I recall. I just saw it. I stumbled on it again. Another Canada effect. So there's this channel that they have where they just start showing things. All this is like Hallmark. I don't know what's up, but anyway, it's a solid film if you want to check it out. So, but really, Irabor is for the ladies.
Wait, but before we go, literally, before we
go, Ton Star, what up?
Rotten Tomatoes gives that Before We Go 28%, while IMDb gives it 6.8. Are you sure it's solid?
That's them now. Regardless of the fact that we mention all these metrics from different, movie critics and all that, or platforms, I always urge people, go and watch the film yourself and judge, because you can be misled at certain points. There are certain films that I've seen that are on my list of all-time great movies. The Miss Sloans, The Report, all those types of films. They weren't marked high on these respective platforms, but they're solid films. So again, it could be propaganda, it could be many things. I really don't know. So that's why I always say, watch your film yourself and let us know at the end of the day, because different takes make for something great.
Different takes makes for something great. Irabor, you're on a roll. Okay, so now let's come back to Nollywood, not Hollywood yet. Let's talk about Nollywood and some of the movies that will be hitting the cinemas in December. So I mentioned how we have that healthy rivalry that has come to stay. Hopefully it is healthy, between Funke Akindele and you have Tony Abraham at JME. So for Tony Abraham, she has a movie that will be out on the 22nd of December 2023 across cinemas nationwide. And that is titled Malaika. A snippet of it and teasers of it are already out, I believe. Did you get to see it?
Yeah, I did.
Tell me what you think.
So far so good. Malaika, seems like something that would gross, 100 million, because you expect that from Tony Abraham and co. Because Tony Abraham understands the Nollywood box office the same way with AY, the same way with Moabudu when she was, in cinema, the same way with Funke Akindele. But this one looks quite emotional. We're expecting it to hit cinemas November 22, if I'm correct.
Yep.
The director is Steve Shodia, and you have a nice cast. Emeka Ike is here.
Yep,
to
he
stay.
came back after
Yes,
a
came
long
back.
while.
Yeah, and you have Taiwo Ajayi. Like I said, that woman's voice is just impeccable, in my own opinion. If I was to come out swinging when I'm going for my boxing match or something, I would have preferred Michael Buffer, but I would prefer, Madame Lyset, to just kind of give me that soothing yet commanding, firm, diction that just like,
Yeah.
I can't do the voice, but I mean, I was going to say what I was going to say, but I can't do the voice. But we all need to look at little things, little details in Nollywood with these guys. People always ask, how come Tony Abraham, why is she making so much money, or how does she do well at the box office? Same thing with Funke Akindele, But if you see how they market, they use their Instagram, they use influencers, they use, captivating cinematography, they use great posters, all these things. They make sure that the aesthetics are pleasing to the point where it just even wants to, inspire you to go and watch it, if at all, or check the trailer. So people who want to come into the industry, because, you and I were talking off air that there's some films that we see and we're just like, it's even hard to talk about them, even if we end up talking about them. But people need to focus on these things. It's very, 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 very important. So kudos to these guys who are championing the December period, because the same thing happens in Hollywood, where the summer is their, main time, as well as Christmas too. But summer is where you get those big blockbusters. Our own is Christmas. And, we are creating our own lane, making sure that this is what Nollywood is about. And all this data is out there. People just need to, calm down and focus and try to follow the letter and try to, break back.
Thank you, Irabor. Like he said, in the movie, you can expect to see the likes of Odunlade Adekola. You will look forward to seeing, or you should look forward to seeing Uzo Arukwe, who we just talked about minutes back, and Taiwo Ajayi Lyset. Now, she crossed borders and countries and went all the way to Uganda to bring Anne Kasime. Do you know Anne Kasime?
The comedian. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in that movie. And I
Mhm,
cannot wait to see the twist she brings to it.
mhm.
Now, it is an emotional journey, like Irabor pointed out. So it's about a woman who is going so many lands she's pushing lands really to find desired answers to the questions. And then there are a lot of challenges that she has about her husband and the feelings of helplessness. So you will be seeing Ibrahim Chatta as well. It's a fine blend of Nollywood, the English, the Yoruba, as well as the new entry and Kasime. So again, that will be out on the 22nd of December 2023 in cinemas nationwide. Now, moving over to the Queen, who actually just launched a film production house, that is Funke Akindele, and she called it the Funke Akindele Network. She said it will be a 360 media house. She has a movie that will be out also in December, I believe. It's been filming since August, and we do not have an official trailer yet, just behind the scenes, the work that has been put in, the people you can look forward to seeing, the likes of Timini Ebusin, you haven't seen Etim, you have Genoveva Ume, you have Boma Kori, you have Juliana Olayode, which is interesting considering the backstory and how they had a fallout at some point because of while they were filming Jennifer Diary. So it's good to have Juliana back in there. You have Etinosa. So that is A Tribe Called Judah. And what's your thought?
First of all, I don't know if Funke Akindele, paid attention to her acronym, FAAN. I mean, we already have a fan, the aviation aspect of it. So I don't know if there's any, conflict in that one, Sha. But anyway, you also have this church, Fountain of Life. Their logo looks like the Windows logo. So people need to
I
look
think
into.
I'll confirm, but I think it is FEAN 360 or so.
Okay, well, I mean, when I saw it, I saw the picture. There's like a camera lens, then
Yes.
FAAN period. That was there. Then Funke Akindele
Okay.
Network. But anyway, things can be changed. For the movie A Tribe Called Judah, I mean, she's somebody who is always going to be empowering her narrative. Funke Akindele is at the top, regardless, and the fact that she's still consistent till today. And even if she may release certain films that we don't agree with, whether it is She Must Be Obeyed, all those type of things. Funke Akindele is a solid actress. We cannot dispute that fact at all. So now it's back to what I said earlier, where if A Tribe Called Judah doesn't make it, in terms of the depth of the film, we also still need to recognize the talent of Funke Akindele, because she's out there, she's plowing through, she's doing what she can do, and she's still making waves at the end of the day. So the thing you also alluded to with what's her name, the feud between Funke and Oloyede Juliana, it goes to show that forgiveness is a good thing, depending on the situation sometimes. And the fact that they're still able to work together, I mean, should teach young people who are coming into the industry to kind of understand the industry and, pick their battles.
Yes, and also to know when to say sorry, when to take the high road, and also never to be ashamed of apologies. Because I think I remember Olayode Juliana making this public. I think the apology as well as some other things. So it's okay for you to apologize. It's okay for you to retreat so that you can go forward. So whatever it is, just make sure that some bridges should not be entirely burned, because you never can tell where it will lead you to in the future. And never be ashamed of your own choices that you feel will help you later in life. That's our TED Talk for today. Now, going back to one woman who knows how to wield her creativity and cultivate relationship, and also just putting so much into our craft and getting the recognition for it. Mo Abudu, Auntie Mo, as she is called. She is soaring high as should be. Two of her short films that were recently released are now eligible for Oscars awards. Did you hear that?
Oh, yes, I did. I told you I predicted this from the day she started the whole Ebony Life thing, from the day she even mentioned she was going to start shooting her own films. Obviously, somebody like Mo Abudu, she's not going to go and be shooting films for shooting film's sake. There has to be a goal attached to it. And I told you that the short films must be, nominated, or they are going through that way of nomination. And she's inspiring a lot of people. You remember that time where she had a Harvard, business school case study for Ebony Life. Now you're also having Omomi Dada at the University of Michigan, as a professor, teaching people about knowledge. So that's it. See, there's levels to this. You understand? We talk about Funke, we talk about Tony, but I mean, Mo Abudu is higher echelon. She's the epitome of, she's the staple.
The cream
She's
of
the
the
creme
crop.
yeah, she's the number one. So the way she's moving, my God. I mean,
like a gazelle, an
my God.
elegant gazelle.
Oh my
Sweet,
God,
sweet.
she is moving, that's how you move. So despite all these things I'm saying about her, if she brings out a bad movie, I will say it.
We
But
know what you did with Chief Daddy too. You
yeah,
didn't
we
let
know what
that
you do
thing
with Chief
go.
Daddy too. Yeah, thank you very much. But you're still moving, no problem. Kudos. And that's what I want these guys to understand, where, take the good with the criticism, the good criticism as well. And it's all for, quote unquote, the Nigerian word, the betterment of our industry. Sure, you get my point. So Mo Abudu, with what she's doing, I mean, an Oscar is coming to Nigeria between now and 5 years. Come on. If not shorter.
That's it. And the interesting part, it was like when you mentioned those women, I realized that, okay, they are actually women. All of them are doing so great, from Tony Abraham to Funke Akindele to Mo Abudu. So I guess this is your round of applause, ladies. Oh,
yeah.
No, that's not the one. This was the aha. Yes, that was the round of applause I was looking for, because they definitely deserve the accolades and every well done. Thank you so much for flying high the flag of Nollywood, and thank you for making us believe that, yes, there is still more where that came from. So cheers And we will be here with the reviews and, like Irabor said, the balanced criticism.
Yeah, so I mean, for her to be top 20 most powerful women in global entertainment, like these are keywords. Top 20 most powerful women in the emphasis here to me is global entertainment. No be local champion, no, like international superstar.
Oh, yeah. We have heard you. We have heard you. We'll talk more about that and just quickly mention the movies and then talk more about the trailers that are out and what you should look forward to this weekend. You're listening to Film Focus right here on Smooth 98.1. Woo! I'm hungry.
Wow.
Yeah.
20,000 naira router that gives you
I'm
50
hungry.
gigabytes and 100 gigabyte data instantly.
Pretty girls feel hunger too.
Yeah, you are a pretty girl indeed.
I'm pretty and I know it. Do you remember that song? I'm sexy and
No, me, I'm not sexy, so
I didn't say you were sexy. I'm saying it's a
that's what I'm
song.
saying. Like, I can't know the song.
A drama queen.
Health matters that concern you.
Ooh, we.
Tips from medical experts. Optimal well-being. How to prevent it, detect or treat it. Tune in every Thursday at 5:15 p.m. on the Seas Drive. So, if you didn't know, now you know.
My name is Gloria Young, and you're tuned to Smooth 98.
Sometimes I wonder how beautiful and sonorous and raspy, husky and melodious it will be if that woman makes a song. I'm talking about Gloria Young. She has this, I don't know, I can describe the voice. It's beautiful. And you just listen to her saying you should keep listening to us because we are the Love Music, Love Life, and right now, Love Movie Station. We are Smooth 98.1. My name is Oluwaseun, and I have Irabor Okosun virtually joining me. By the way, you can actually go to YouTube. We're streaming live, youtube.com/Smooth 91 FM Lagos. You can see my face and my cornrows. Definitely not that of Irabor. Is
What's that?
What's that? What is it?
Wow. I even respect it. I respected this.
I did not diss you. I said when we started the show, Irabor, I said, are you not going to turn on the camera? That was when you told me about your digital challenges, about being illiterate technologically, right? And I said, okay, that's fine. And we moved on. So I said, you can see my face, but you can see that of Irabor.
And I'm also illiterate follically, right?
Oh, now that is you. That is on you. That is not me. That is not me.
Even
I guess this is the case
bald men still wear crowns.
Right. I know. This is
That's
a
why
case of you can't shame the shameless.
We are looking for women with hair. That's why. I mean, it's actually a priority. Whenever I meet a lady, I'm just like, does she have hair? Does she have hair? Does she have hair?
Save my future generation.
Save my generation.
Oh my God.
I'm looking for a hair to the throne, man.
Okay, you're doing well. You're doing well. Oh no,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bravo, we have 5 more minutes. We need to get off.
Yeah, what's up?
All right, so just to wrap up, the last thing on Mo Abudu is that she's filming an exclusive interview with Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Powerful interview that will be. So if you're a fan of documentaries and telling the story, you should look forward to that. It will be, I believe, on Netflix, and the title is Black, Brilliant, and Bold. Imagine the mogul, that is a media mogul, CEO of Ebony Life Group, and the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. And guess what? She is still in her signature adire and native wear. I love that woman for her simplicity.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That wardrobe is so easy. By the way, I mean, Mo Abudu is single, right? I mean, like, I would ditch every of these other crushes that I have if, I mean, Mo just looks my way. As in, Kai.
Guess what? She won't look your way.
That's why.
The only reason is because she might look your way, actually. Because Imagine you're gathered, you're in a room, and there are a number of people who are short. You are tall, so automatically she'll look your way.
No, there are other things that I bring to the table. Eh?
Like
I
what?
mean, it's not only height.
Boldness?
I mean, boldness. Yes, boldness,
Boldness.
boldness. No, no, seriously, I'm putting it out there. Anybody who get link, she's single now, so I don't even need to pressure her for anything. I just we would build the world. Me with my knowledge in movies and with our own movement. Come on, it go bad.
Alexa, play me Vivid Imagination.
Vivid.
Vivid
That Oscar
Imagination.
will come in 2 years, no doubt. Come on. So Mo, I mean, I'm available.
Oh my God, that actually sounds disrespectful, but it's
To,
okay.
to who?
We go on. We will go on now to another legend, Richard Mofe-Damijo, who is on a roll. And based on what came out of Black Book, Edith F. Young has announced him as the chairman of ANACO. This he did officially at AFRIF. What do you think?
Well, I mean, if we're looking at somebody who is an actor who is behind productions, there's some productions that RMD has done that I mean I wasn't a fan of, in my own opinion. So I don't know that move, if it's from a PR standpoint or a figurehead standpoint or an actual technical standpoint. So let's see. I'm always a fan of let's see. I mean, one of the things that these people Reebok did, they signed Shaquille O'Neal and Allen Iverson to be management head. So I don't know if those are great moves, but again, time will tell.
Time always tells. In his words, he said, I'm excited to contribute to the growth and innovation of African storytelling. We have a rich history and vibrant culture that deserve to be shared with audiences far and wide. The Black Book is an example of what we can achieve, and I believe it's only the beginning of what's to come. So big cheers and all the best to Anna Cool, to Richard Mofe-Damijo, and to Edith F. Young as they proceed to the next level of telling stories and doing Nigerian proud. Yep. Now let's quickly touch on some trailers in the space of time. Shola Shobowale is making an appearance in Double Decoy, and I'm struggling not to say interesting that again she will be playing something in the line of King of Boys. Reminds me that other one where she was involved in I can't seem to remember. But one thing you can look forward to in Double Decker, you're going to have Shola Shobowale controlling and holding the reins of power. A little bit of criminal activities going on there in Double Decoy. Did you see the trailer?
Yes, I did. I saw it. Yeah, again, I'm not trying to judge the book by its cover, so let's
we're
see.
judging the trailer by it.
Yeah, I know, I get. I'm trying to be you want me to say my real mind so that they'll come off our station. So let me just leave it like that. I don't want to judge the book by its cover. It's a star-studded film, so let's see what it will do.
Okay, you have the beautiful, aging well, Hilda Dokubo. You have Tony Akosheri, you have Angela Phillips, you have Badge Adebule, you have Terry Kilmans, you have Terry Obona. Interesting because when they said, according to them, I was read it out word for word. They said the project came to our desk in April 2022, and we had to make some original adjustment to make sure it fits our criteria. The project owners wanted to film a part of the movie in Africa and the other in the United States. So we reviewed the script and made valuable additions to it by creating the scenes that fit a US team. I saw some of those scenes, and like Irabor said, tongues held, fingers crossed. Up next, let's talk about some movies that are cold, literally. Ghostbusters. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it.
I'm tired of seeing such.
Okay, moving on. The Last Airbender.
Tired of seeing such.
What about Lift? At least.
Well, that one, yeah, I'm okay with that
Hart?
one. Yeah, Kevin Hart. Yeah, I'm okay with Lift. I'm not tired of seeing Kevin Hart yet. No, Kevin Hart, Mark Wahlberg. I'm still up for seeing them, on my screens, and let's see how this one pans out, because I think Kevin is one of those people too who understands the business of filmmaking. When to release, how to release, the kind of content to release, and with whom to release it with. So, Lift, yeah, I would look forward to it. I will watch it definitely. I have no issues with Kevin Hart, but I have issues with the ones that we just mentioned previously. I'm tired of listening to Airbender, Ghostbusters, Ride or Die, Ride. I mean, what is it called? What's that franchise that they drive car?
Furious, Fast and Furious.
Yeah, Fast and Furious. I'm already furious. Like
Sorry,
they are
sorry, off your mic.
they should just leave it, please. They are
Well,
making money. I'm
if you
not
think
beefing them. They are
about
making
it,
money.
I want to interrupt you at all costs. If you think about it, Lyft actually is still cliche because it's about heist, especially when you have your group and then you're trying to make a plea deal and you have to do something that is in line with what you're doing. And then you tell your team, this is my biggest heist yet. And you have to do something that is near impossible. And at the end of the day, so the truth is, when I watched the trailer of Lyft, it felt to me that I had watched all the movie within that short period.
So the thing I'm saying is Lyft is not a franchise that has 11
No,
installments.
of course
That's
not.
my point. It is watch and go.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anyways, a part of the things that will be in the cinemas today, if you're in Nigeria, Egun, the movie will be in the cinemas. And then if you're anywhere in the world, The Marvels is in the cinema. So you can go watch it if you're a fan. On that note, what will be your final recommendation, Irabor?
My final recommendation. What am I going to recommend today? Man, nothing comes to mind except SkyMed.
Okay. And if you're not a fan of series?
If you're not a fan of series, movie. What movie did I watch recently? There was a movie I watched recently that I'm trying to remember. I can't seem to. Okay, yeah, Gold. Yeah, Gold. Matthew McConaughey, Edgar Ramirez, the guy from Bourne. Bryce Dallas Howard. It's a drama series about a hapless but driven prosecutor who pursues wealth and fame by teaming up with a mysterious geologist to search for gold in Indonesia. But there's a twist to it, and it teaches you about how people can change when they have money and how people are hungry when they don't have money and what people do, to be malleable when it comes to making money. That's what I drew from this particular film. And, having a steadfast team with you and partnerships and just everything about business, really. So it's a great watch.
Okay, if you're a fan of Bollywood movies and you have not checked out Javan yet, you can do that. And if you are a fan of comedy drama, especially when it is biographical, you might want to check out Dumb Money. And then if you're a fan of Marvel and all the action that comes with alternate universe and stuff, you will want to check out the Marvels. And of course, there is that on the home front. Now, if you're a fan of animations, you have something in the works that will be out next year, Orion and Dark. We'll talk more about that next week. Thank you for being a part of the show. We appreciate you. Oh, Senfajo came late. He said, what's your take on Madam Koi Koi? Irab already gave his take. Maybe we will repeat it next week when you have more part of the series out. In the meantime, know that I will play you two more soundtrack. You have He Still Loves Me from Fighting Temptations, and I'll play you something from Pitch Perfect 3. That is their version of Cheap Thrills, originally by Sia. Thank you for riding with us. Stay with us riding on Smooth 90.1.
This is very nice. Smooth 98.1.
Oh boy. Yo.
Yeah, so you're going to eat, Abby?
I am.
All right, no problem. Maybe when I come, you take me out now.
Okay.
All right.
No wahala.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.